The fluorescent hospital lights flickered softly above me as I sat on the edge of the hard plastic chair, my fingers pressing into the hollow of my palms. The sterile smell clawed at the back of my throat, while the rhythmic beeping from the monitors filled the air with a kind of Morse-like urgency. It felt as if the walls were closing in on me, inch by inch, whispering secrets I wasn't ready to hear. I was there, a silent witness to a chaos I didn't understand yet, a mystery that painted the air heavy and thick. I remember my own heartbeat, a wild drumming in the silence, my breath catching as I tried to make sense of the words that were spoken between hurried footsteps and hushed conversations. The letter had arrived that morning, a neatly folded note slipped under my door, anonymous yet charged with a familiarity that scared me. It simply read, "You hold the key to the truth." Those words echoed in my mind, louder than the chaos surrounding me. Before I continue, if you are feeling what I am feeling right now, please leave a like. It helps me keep going. In the sterile calm of the hospital room, the daylight casting shadowy patterns across the floor, every face seemed a mask, every whisper a puzzle. Anxiety wound around my heart like a tight fist, each second stretching interminably as I waited for some sign, some gesture that would tip the scales in unveiling the truth. My eyes darted around, capturing fragments, a nurse adjusting an IV, someone's prayerful murmur from the adjacent bed. I wanted to believe that I was ready for whatever truth this emergency would unravel. There was a dreamlike clarity in the chaos, a feeling that I was both actor and audience in the unfolding drama. The note had unsettled something deep within me, the knowledge that I was connected to this moment in a way I couldn't yet articulate, those words. It was like staring at my own reflection in a murky lake, familiar but distorted. My mind wandered over our shared memories, revisiting each with fresh scrutiny. The listless journey into my past felt like peering through old photographs, with faces and places colored by the sepia tones of nostalgia and buried truths just beneath the surface. The faces passing by blurred into indistinct shapes, yet I couldn't shake the feeling that someone here knew my secret as well as I did. A fragment of a conversation nearby, it came from within, pricked my ears like a sudden alarm. Those words sliced through the fog, pointing toward a shadow of recognition, fueling the electric charge of an unsolved mystery. My fingers found the edge of the crumpled note again, tracing the letters as though they might reveal another message upon close contact. Emotions churned within me like a brewing storm, each beat of my heart louder than the last. It was an orchestra of anticipation, each doubt and fear an instrument in an unyielding symphony. All the unspoken words, the half-glances, the veiled acknowledgments, they all revolved around this strange, charged moment. The distances between thought and realization contracted, and in that meditation, clarity emerged. The anonymous message wasn't just an ominous sign, it was a call to confront this encroaching darkness and embrace whatever truth was weaved into its fabric. Like a thread tugged too tight, the moment of revelation snapped into place with an abrupt, haunting clarity. The person responsible for this emergency was the same shadowed figure in past conversations and veiled glances. It was me. The actions that cascaded into this spiraling emergency had unwittingly flowed from my own choices. The letter's cryptic pronouncement became more than words. It was a mirror reflecting the parts of myself I'd been unwilling to see. The room, the hospital, the chaos, all had changed, but the truth remained constant. Anguish cloaked with an inaudible cry escaped me, realizing that in trying to protect those I loved, my actions had tethered us to this moment of despair. Each step I'd taken was a ripple in a pond, reaching beyond who I was, threading everything together in an unfathomable weave. Standing on the precipice of understanding, I was bare, raw with vulnerability and the emotional burden of profound realizations. Yet through the tears and the unknowingness, a flicker of determination warmed the small space of hope left inside of me. In accepting this truth, it became a chance to embrace change, to shape the narrative into one of healing and forgiveness for all involved. Before you leave, if this moment impacted you as it impacted me, subscribe. I'm sharing every confession, and you never know which one will be next. Subscribe to the channel, and if you can breathe after this, maybe you'll want to hear the next confession too. Sometimes the truth we avoid is precisely the one we most need to hear. See you in the next video.